You own a clutch of unlisted small businesses in various forms of entrepreneurship. What is the feedback currently? Are people seeing a growth? Because GST revenues have you believe one thing, but there is pain on the street. Large corporations are coming in telling me every quarter that they are gathering market or grabbing market share from the unorganized small SME players as well. What is your experience from the entrepreneurs or the CEOs who run those businesses? What are they telling you?
So I think I am getting everywhere positive commentary. Every small or big companies are looking for expansion. I don't know many companies who are not preparing for growth. Some of this notion about SME and MSME suffering. Please understand, we are in a very big, reorganization phase. In the sense, earlier a lot of SME and MSME which were used to do arbitrage using the tax evasion and all are out of the business. But at the same time, whenever let's say a very big component company gets created in India, or let's say any large company, it also creates a lot of SMEs around it. To give an example, when Maruti came, we were importing 90% of the parts or 99% of the parts. But over a course of a decade, many auto component companies got created around in form of SMEs and all. They were supplying some parts to one other part. And if you see the entire ecosystem creation around that helped us to become very, very large and competitive at the global level in the auto component space. So Indian SMEs we should not undermine. It is wrong to say that Indian SMEs are dying. In fact, I see more and more Indian SMEs are getting created along with the bigger global scale or large scale capacity as they are getting created. If Tata is putting a 5,000 crore electronics plant, I can reasonably tell you with a high amount of confidence that there will be many industries around that plant will get created which will cater to Tata Electronics, right? And those SMEs are getting created. So it's just a reorientation which is happening. We cannot see only ones which are going out of the business, but every day newer and newer SMEs are getting created. And the lastly only point I would make, look at the SME credit demand. Banking SME credit is growing at 30% plus. If SMEs are getting, you look at results of every bank. If SMEs are dying or not growing, then where is the credit going? So, it lies in detail. So there's a narrative and there's a reality. If you look at data, of course, part of the credit growth would have happened because of increased working capital requirement in the shorter term. But the point is that banks are lending to those companies and they are borrowing and they are kind of sustaining, right? And it's no more of a, today credit standards are far more higher than they were before. So it means, something is happening right on that door side. So I'm of the firm belief that Indian, lot more can be done. So I'm not making that point, nothing can be done. Lot more can be done, but Indian MSME system is very robust. And you will be surprised, many of these MSMEs will come and hit market in next 3 years, 5 years, and many of them will become large companies. We have seen this, and I get amazed by the way, Neeraj, the number of companies which are coming from smaller towns, whether like Surat, Ludhiana. I get surprised to see those companies, suddenly acquiring scale, out of nowhere. And, that just surprises you. And suddenly, oh my God, this kind of capability was existing in a town like Surat, which otherwise is seen only a textile and diamond player. But suddenly 4 companies are coming in the chemical space. Where were they before? And now they are saying we will become 10x in, next 10 years. So this is the Indian SME is what we should focus on according to.